Hi, Professor. We are Group 6, and the group members are me, Stuti, and Shine. I'll first explain the ETL part. So, these demographic experience, education, certification, etc., are the fields which are there in the JSON profile that was shared to us. These are the attributes. So we have created job for all of these attributes. I'll start with education. So we have first created refresh education, which we have first created the job as refresh education. We can in refreshed education we have created another job as stage education. This was created simply when we go to design, look for job, and drag and drop this. We renamed this initially came as job. We renamed the entry name as stage education and gave the path for um, stage education, as you can see here. In the stage education, we have created another job as refresh extract education. This is a transformation. Which this was also created in the following manner. We have just dragged and dropped it here, changed the entry name to extract education, and gave the path for it. We have then created the extract education page. This has all the data. So initially, we have created JSON import and named it as sample LinkedIn profile, person profile. This has all the fields in it, which are there in the JSON file, like identifier, public picture URL, name, follower count, etc., which are there in the LinkedIn, which are there in an individual's LinkedIn profile. We have then created select education. The input of this is coming from sample LinkedIn profile, person profile. We then have given the field name as public identifier and education. We have then created a JSON import, extract education. In extract education, we have taken the input from the previous step and named this field name as education. In here, the fields, in the field section, we have given starts at, ends at, field of study, degree name, etc. These are derived from the JSON file that was shared to us. So as we can see, this is a JSON file of the profile Nidhi Patni. We can see here. We have field name starts at, ends at, field of study, degree name, school, etc. As we can, this is exactly what we have put in the field's name here. We have then set the path for it and kept the type as string. So we can see now, if you see here, we have under start set, we have another column as days, months, and year. So to extract that, we have created a extract start at and ends at and given the attributes as those. As you can see in the field section, we have given starts at day, starts at month, and starts at year, which is same as the JSON file, day, month, and year. We have set the path again and put the type as string. Similar step has been followed for this. Then we have created remove education. Because if in the SQL section we saw they were like currently we can see three sections here that are getting created. But before implementing this remove education, there were two more sections that were getting created, which was start set and end set. So to remove that, we created remove education. You can see we have set the attributes at start set and end set, and hence we cannot see that. Then the table education. This is a table. This was created from the table output. Table output. We have just dragged and dropped it here. We have given the step name as table output and made a connection to our MySQL. So you see, we have given the connection name as table output. Took the connection type as MySQL, and these credentials are same as what we have given for our MySQL credential. Our database name we have given as group 6, as this is what the number of our group, and this is what is our number of our group. And then we have tested the data, tested the connection. In the SQL file, these are the attributes. And then we execute the file. We then run the file. See, we now see our data, our table is ETL is running properly for education. When we were creating this, before creating stage education and extract education, I tried to run refresh education, which then gave me an error. I then later found out the reason of the error was we did not have anything inside stage education and extract education. So once the extract education was set up and the ETL started running properly, the stage education and refresh education also started running without throwing an error. As you can see, the same steps have been followed for all the attributes. However, you can see, like let's just say we have taken honors and awards. This step and these steps are same as how I have explained in education part. However, in the education, if you remember, we had extract start date and end date, which is not present in here. That is because in a JSON file, we do not have anything as start date and end date for the field awards. As you can see here. Rather, we have title, issuer, issued on, description. This is what we have implemented in here. As you can see, we have title, issuer, issued on, description. We have given the path name and type as string as same what we did in the education field. The same steps have been followed for all the attributes. And we can see our ETL is running properly. See, the spoon job has ended. I'll now explain the data visualization part. Here we have two fields. One, this page gives an overview report of all the profiles that we have in the that we have. So in our file, in our SQL file, in our database, we have 59 students from 8 countries who speak 30 distinct languages. Before starting to explain the data visualization part, I would first like to clarify the data LinkedIn profile is not a clean data, as we do not have any column called as country origin. So, since we do not have the column, all the profile who have selected their current language as US is getting counted as domestic. And now we have a visual, we have created a visual here called as nationality status. Here we have 51 domestic students and 8 international students. If you click on the international students, we can see these 8 international students are from belong to 5 countries. We can see their country name here. India. Like the India has two international students. There are two international students from India who select one distinct language. Similarly, for 51 national students, we can see the states these students belong to and the languages they select and the languages they can speak. We also have a visual of the students from different departments. Like we have 17 students from ITM, 10 from computer science, one from psychology, one from organizational psychology, and one from computer science and engineering. We see for ITM we have 17 domestic students belonging from one country. And similarly we can select see for other attributes too. Now going to the second page. This gives more of the individual profile, gives information on the individual profile. So right now we can see we have the profile name Nidhi Patni open. This gives the nationality status as domestic. Her number of followers is 946. Her number of languages known as 5. These informations are same as what it has been mentioned in her original LinkedIn profile, in her actual LinkedIn profile, basically. We have summary, we have headlines. So any profile, so you can select any profile in here and you can get the data easily. Let's just say we select Bill Gates and we can see his school name, his headline, his summary, nationality, status, number of followers. Similarly, you can check for other people. Like let's just say we select Hema Pahani. We can see her profile picture, nationality. This profile picture is exactly same as her LinkedIn profile picture, her nationality, number of followers, etc. Thank you, Professor.